Morning, everybody. Fly I'm going to tie for you today is something new that I'm trying, and I'm calling it my midlife Flysis Martini Midge. Mostly because it's got some parts of it that are really clear and some parts of it that are pretty olive. So that's why I'm calling it that. What we've got in the vise here, size 18 to 20 curved nymph hook for the midge, and we've got an olive bead on there. That's a brass bead, but sometimes I do this with Peacock glass bead as well, just depending on whether I want it heavy or light. So I've also got olive thread here. It's 140 denier, and we'll get started. So get that thread on there, and we want to coat the hook. Also want to get enough near the bead that the bead's not going to slide around on us. And I put a fair amount of thread on this fly to start with. And I don't go too far down the hook bend either. I just find that the Mylar, when you try and make a turn with it on the hook, starts to make funny shapes, as well as the larva lace doesn't really wants to slide downhill, so I don't do that. And you can see here, I'm just trying to get a bit of a taper toward the head of the fly. Make sure I establish that early, especially since there's a fair number of materials that get tied in at the tail. I don't want it to get kind of a fat butt near the back. All right. Okay, so next material that's going in, mallard flank. Use that for the tail. Don't need too many of those. Maybe, I mean, it's a small fly, so like 4 or 5, definitely lots. Okay, just get them to kind of splay a bit. And they don't need to be very long. Get the thread torque to kind of transfer them to the top of the hook there. All right, and they splayed out pretty nice, and I like the length. It's nice when it works out like that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to run that off the hook a little ways, just to make sure I've got it secured really well. Okay, and then our next materials that need to get tied in are the Mylar, as well as some of the olive larva lace that gets used on this. Okay. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of a wedge on this, just because it's so small. The fly is so small, that is. So you can see I put a little bit more of a point on that. Okay. That. Okay. And then I'm using this larva lace in Midge, and it's olive. So we're just going to wrap the Mylar around. make sure you overlap these a bit. I really should have given myself a longer piece to work with here, but I was being frugal. Okay, so now we've got that wrapped all the way around and secured. We can snip off our excess here. And don't worry about that piece sticking out there, because I say that, then I go and try and cut some more off. It's gonna tie down and be hidden later. All right, then we've got the larva lace. Okay, which is now also secured on there. Okay, and then our last material is Peacock herl, just to kind of go near the head and kind of hide everything that's left. And just kind of neaten up the fly. On a small fly, I'll sometimes just use a single piece of Peacock herl. And I think I'm going to do that here as well. I think I want one more wrap of that. There we go. I think I like that a little better. All right, then we'll cut that excess off. And we'll whip finish this thing. And there we have it. That's the midlife Flysis Martini Midge. You can see that the larva lace gives it the nice segmentation, but it's really flashy, which is good. Attracts their attention, especially if it's winter time and they're kind of lazy. That's really gonna get things going for them. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video or you found it useful, please leave a like, comment, share it with your friends. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Midlife Flysis. You can email me at midlifeflysis@gmail.com. And also this summer, I will be offering guided walk and wade trips here in southern Alberta. So if you're interested in that, please get a hold of me by email, or you can visit my website. There's a link in the description in this video. Hope everybody has a great day. Tight lines.